Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you're going to meet a man who's a true visionary. He was coding before coding was cool. Abid Abedi is in the studio. He's the founder of iCode.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
So there's so much chatter about AI these days, and I think there's going to be two kinds of people: the people who embrace it and harness it and use it to further their careers, and the people whose job will be replaced by AI and robotics. A true visionary is in the studio, Abid Abedi. He's the founder of iCode. Thank you for coming back on the show.
Thanks, Jeff. It's always good to be here.
Absolutely. Well, we've known each other for a decade because you launched iCode with one campus in Frisco 10 years ago, and you now have 150 franchises in 27 states. That's incredible.
That has been a great run.
Well, it speaks to the market is asking for it. And so it's an after-school, summer school program for kids who are interested or need to be interested in coding.
That is true. But iCode focuses not only on teaching kids how to code, but more importantly, the soft skills. If you survey the employers, 2/3 of them tells us that what they're looking for are the soft skills. So iCode is focused on teaching kids the soft skills such as collaboration, teamwork, problem solving, critical thinking. And we use coding as a tool to teach kids those soft skills.
Absolutely. We've got some pictures from your Facebook page, and we're just going to put them up as kind of a slideshow. And what I applaud you for is that there are, when I was coming up in school, it wasn't cool to be into computers, and now that is the cool thing. You are probably more revered than the high school quarterback if you know how to code.
That is true. That is true.
So tell us about some of the programs that you offer, and let's bridge into AI.
So initially, when we started, we had our Bell program, which is 10 different bells. Each bell is about 9 months long. We call them sprints. It goes from junior belt to black belt. It's a comprehensive STEAM curriculum. It's the only one that's ranked or approved by STEM.org, which is a third-party organization, so that's a fantastic thing for us. So that's our main program that we run. We also have summer camps. We do over 40 different summer camps across the U.S. And this summer alone, we will have at least 20,000 students go through our summer programs.
Wow.
As well. In addition to that, we do tech clubs, which is do at the schools. So at hundreds of schools across the U.S., we teach tech clubs as well. So that's our main sort of programs until sort of this summer we launch our AI platform.
All right, let's talk more. Let's dive into AI. So how do you incorporate AI into the classes that you currently offer?
So we are revamping our entire curriculum. I talked about the fact that our curriculum is a living, breathing document. It's constantly changing because technology changes and you have to deal with it. So not only we are sort of teaching kids AI throughout our entire Bell system, we also have summer camps just related to AI as well. But I'm excited about the new platform called STEAM for Schools that we launched because teachers spend an incredible amount of time creating lesson plan, the presentation that goes into the classrooms. So we have launched a platform called STEAM for School. It basically is a collaborative generative AI platform that creates lesson plans that's aligned with the state standards, all 50 different state standards, that creates amazing lesson plans for teachers. Not only does that, but also it has a student portal in there where students can talk to an agent that's dedicated to them.
Yes.
They could take quizzes. We also built in the SAT prep in there for the senior students because, passing, for instance, in Texas, the STAR exam, is, teachers teach to that. But when it comes to SAT, they really don't. So what's happening is kids are doing great in the STAR exam in Texas, but when it comes to SAT, they're not doing that well. So we are incorporating the whole strategy for SAT exams as well as questions. So when they really take the exam, they already have used to taking the SAT. So that's going to help them tremendously in scoring high on the SAT.
And let's talk more about the teachers, because as we know, they are our nation's heroes. They're not overpaid, certainly, and they've got big workloads. How does your program, your offerings, allow them to be more effective in the classroom?
And that's the thing, as a teacher, you want to spend more time with the students in the classrooms, not sit behind the desk and create lesson plans or administrative work behind, because teachers sign up because they want to spend more time with the kids. And that's what I think the most effective thing for teachers to do is in the classroom. The fact that they spend an incredible amount of time in the back office creating those lesson plans is what we are helping them. So that frees up the teachers' time to spend more with the kids where they should be, where they would like to be, versus sitting behind and creating these lesson plans and the presentation that is so much time consuming.
Well, I could see this getting adopted by every school district in the country, because, all we hear from teachers is that they've got too much pressure on them. There's teacher burnout is a real thing. When did you start to formulate this idea?
About a year ago. So we have been working with AI. It's about 2 to 3 years now. And we're looking at, how else we could add value. Obviously, our focus was primarily until now on students. By creating all the DEL programs, the summer programs, and the tech clubs. So we thought, how can we help the teachers? We talked to numerous teachers across the U.S. because of the tech program, and we hear this thing consistently that they're spending way too much time on the administrative tasks rather than being in front of the class. So we thought, let's get together and create a plan. And I have an incredible team of AI developers at iCode. And we gave them the challenge, and they've done an amazing job. We should have about more than a dozen pilots that are going to start this fall across the U.S. So I'm really excited about that, and I think the addition of the SAT prep, I think, bodes well for the school system, because they want to see the kids perform well on the SAT, which until now the schools were not able to help. So I'm really excited about adding that component to the platform as well.
We're going to pull up his website, and we're going to scroll down the website. And as we scroll down this website, let's talk about the different offerings, because there's something there pretty much for everybody. If a kid's into robotics, there's a course for that person, coding, AI. I mean, it's pretty much soup to nuts STEM, isn't it?
It is the most comprehensive STEM curriculum in the nation. We have over 4,000 hours of STEM curriculum that's certified, as I said, by STEM.org, which I'm very, very excited to partner up with. So it's not only just, as I said, language, syntax for Python or C++ or Java, it's not necessarily as important, because in the past, we had Visual Basic or Power Builder.
Yes.
Those are not there. What is important for the kids to understand is the foundational concept. What is an array? What's a database? How do you flowchart? How do you break down a problem?
Yes.
Right? How do you collaborate and work as a team? And that's what is more important at iCode, because I think that's what I think we need. And for that reason, I think, iCode offers the most comprehensive STEM curriculum in the nation for K-12 students. And I'm really, really excited. I think we've grown significantly over the last 10 years in 26 different states, almost 150 sole franchisees. So I'm really excited. I think we're making a difference. And I said, of all the businesses I've started, iCode gives me the most satisfaction, because it's the most gratifying to see the kids and make a difference in kids' life.
Well, you and I were talking before the show about the college degree, because I see so many headlines and people are wondering, is the degree still worth something? Should I just become a plumber? There are jobs in IT that pay a lot of money. So talk about the value of a college degree, especially when it's combined with some of the things that you offer.
College degree, I think in today's day and age is not as relevant. Now, for medical students and for engineering, that's great. But for other subjects, it really doesn't add a whole lot of value, in my opinion, because kids are learning things differently than how we learned when we go into college.
Sure.
Right? They have access to so much information, and they could learn so much from watching YouTube or different channels. And if they come to a program like iCode, which teaches them the collaboration, the teamwork aspect of it, They, I think, in my humble opinion, I think will be better employees and more productive from day one relative to somebody who's getting a 4-year degree, because with 4-year degree also you got the huge debt. These days colleges, in UTD, it takes about $15,000 a fee just to attend UTD here in Dallas. So I think we solved two issues. One, the issue of student loan crisis that we have in our country today. And the second, the lack of talent. The jobs that we're creating in the future are significantly different to the jobs we have in the past. So I think, we need to focus on that in terms of the type of jobs we're creating, the type of society we're creating in the future. Are we getting the kids ready to be able to be productive in that capacity? I talked to a lot of friends in the technology sector, and there's a tremendous amount of layoffs because of AI. And those jobs will be translated within iCode, for instance. I mean, we're using AI internally in a very significant way. The headcount really hasn't gone down. It's just the different types of jobs we have. For instance, before I had programmers or curriculum writers. Now I have a whole AI team that I didn't have before, right? In my marketing, right, I'm using AI extensively. Yes. But still the number of folks I have in the marketing department is more. So it is the type of jobs we're creating is different to the jobs that were in the past. So I think a 4-year degree in the technology field, I don't think it's as relevant as it is in some other subjects.
Yes. I want to show some video, and I pulled this off of your YouTube channel. It's kind of a walkthrough, and so let's put this on the screen, and I want you to kind of narrate this. You have these really sophisticated locations. I mean, you create an experience as soon as they walk in the door, don't you?
It is important because as a parent, I've taken my kids to after-school program, Kumar Mathanasium, and they hate it. So I want to create iCode where the kids want to come. So we're the only one where we have, classrooms, for instance. If you go to any after-school program, there's no classrooms. They sit in a small round table, small round chairs, whereas we have classrooms, we have adult tables, we have all the hardware, whether it's gaming machines to robots, to Legos, to drones, to 3D printing, to Arduino. I think it's important that the environment the kid is put into, is conducive to learning. Yes. If you talk to any parents who brought their kid to iCode, they'll tell you this is the only program the parents actually drag their parents to come to iCode because learning is fun. Yes. As you remember, physics may not be a bad subject, it's who teaches it. Yes. So that makes a big difference. So I think that's why we focus so much on the environment at iCode where kids want to be there. Yeah. And that has worked out well for us.
And you talked about collaboration because that's key, because if you get a job in Austin in tech or Silicon Valley, you're working with a team, and they don't always teach that in school, do they?
It is not. I think I said the kids are still, in terms of what we're teaching and how we're teaching the kids, haven't changed in decades. The way kids are learning today is quite different. So I think the fact that, we're still grading on memorization, which makes no sense. So I always talk to the teachers and superintendents and principals, tell them, look, why don't you grade these kids on collaboration, on teamwork, problem solving? Let's just grade them on the things that really matters. Yes. Because memorization really doesn't matter when you have, the AI, the platform. It gives you everything that you want to know. Yes. So I think we need to have this whole mindset. And there's some new schools coming up. There's a school called Alpha that's growing quite a bit out of Austin. They are in multiple different states, which is a different way they're teaching the kids. We found a school in Italy, outside of Venice, called Edge Farm. Very different approach to education. And I think that's what we need.
Well, when you look at the most successful people on the planet, I think you can go through the top 10 wealthiest people on the planet, and all of them have something to do with technology.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is the future.
It is, absolutely. If you're not, comfortable with technology, that's a big issue. It's a big problem. I think the society we're creating in the future pretty much requires that you understand technology and you love technology.
Yes. I'm reading the Elon Musk book right now, and truly a genius. He was not challenged in schools. Yeah. Had there been an iCode in South Africa where he came up, he probably would have embraced this even earlier. But the schools can only do so much.
The school can do so much. And I talk about the fact that why Asian kids do better than American kids. And the simple reason is the parents, Asian parents, are very much focused on their kids' education and overall sort of, engaging them in different activities and so on and so forth. We cannot let, the entire responsibility of a kid onto the teachers. The parents, I think, should be equally responsible for the kids and be engaged in terms of what kids are doing, not only in the school, but outside of school as well. And that's why I think the Asian families' kids seem to do much better because of the parents' involvement. And I think that's something that I think more parents need to get involved in the kids' education.
Outstanding. We've got about a minute left, so look into that camera on the left and talk to the parent whose child is already expressing an interest in technology and how they might want to visit an iCode campus and check it out.
Sure. I think, as a parent, I think it is absolutely necessary that you engage the kids in whether iCode or some other, schools similar to iCode. Because if you don't get the kids involved earlier on, they're not going to love technology as they grow up. So I think it's important that the parents, especially of young kids, get their kids involved in an institution like iCode. I'm not saying iCode because there are other centers available as well. But I think it's important that you get them to love technology from an earlier age onwards. Obviously, iCode, as I said, we're in 26 different states across the U.S., and you're more than welcome to visit an iCode near you to get more information as well.
Outstanding. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We're going to end with the website, which again is icodeschool.com. The great Abid Abedi. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you so much, Jeb.
You bet.
Pleasure.
That's it for now.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.